It's time to get technically funny with the legendary Sinbad and director Jason Aron.
What is going on, world? It is technically funny. It is episode 8. I am Jason Aron here with the best co-host in the business, the one, the only Sinbad, live from Southern California.
What up, man?
How's your week, man?
How you doing,
where
man?
are you at this weekend?
Man, I don't like this droopy, man. This droopy is bad, man. This is real. Looks like I've got that commercial where it's droopy.
Well, the one where the dude's on the date with the collar.
Yeah, the dude's on a date. Yeah, it looked like a droopy.
And with the t-shirt.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, but see, that makes me look like I'm a droopy dude too. Yeah. Well, I mean, I've been everywhere. I was in Milwaukee. Then I went to, where was I just? I was in Greensboro, North Carolina. I go to Portland tomorrow. So that's how it works, man.
Portland. How long are you there for?
I'll be here till Monday.
Wow. Same spot all weekend?
Same spot all weekend. I'll be at the Helium Comedy Club all weekend. Going to a dope farm to understand CBD processing because I'm into the CBD stuff and trying to get my own CBD line.
Well, could we talk about that because I'm lost with that.
Yeah.
We have a great guest tonight, by the way. So nobody go anywhere. But can we talk about this CBD business for 1 minute? Like, where did this even come from? Like, what is happening right now?
First of all, I let Royce know I have no signal on the monitor. It says no HDMI signal. So when I look up at the monitor above the camera, I can't see anything. Well, he's our secret guest, but it's a little bit of lag behind it.
Interesting. We'll get there.
Yeah.
Back to the CBD though.
We're getting there.
Talk to me about.
Okay, CBD. The CBD stuff is okay. CBD is, people think it's miraculous. It can do a lot of good things. If you're into cannabis and weed, but it's only a part of it. It's a small part of it. So you got two things. I learned something. There's cannabis, which is the female, and there's hemp, which is the male. The CBD comes from the hemp. Hemp has not just CBD. There's probably 100 different chemicals, 100 different things I think in the future is going to be used. Yes, I see it now, Royce. So what's happening now is CBD for pain, for they're using it for PTSD. They're using it for bipolar. They're using it for ADHD. It's almost like a natural, miraculous plant that everybody's been busy smoking cannabis, for the benefits, whatever that is. But there's another side of it that's medicinal. That's actually is pretty cool. So
I guess the crazy part is why wasn't this being harnessed? 10 years ago. Why why did it just pop up?
The government couldn't figure out a way to make money yet. Remember, all that Percocet and Oxycontin comes from heroin.
Right.
That's why they're not totally against the heroin plant. That's why we paid heroin farmers on the border of Pakistan, when they were fighting us, we let them still grow their poppy stuff. But that's political, that's a whole nother thing. But we harness that, but also with the FDA and with doctors, you get people hooked on Percocet. They have to keep coming. You got a repeat customer. You get hooked on Oxycontin, you got a repeat customer.
Well,
so we look at CBD. Right now, we don't know what the negative yet is. The research is just being started because this country was so anti-marijuana, so anti-pothead, so anti. And I don't smoke, I don't get high, but I believe in what it can do. I believe with the hemp plant, what it affords with CBD. Even mixture sometimes there's no THC in CBD, which means none of the hallucinogenics are in the CBD plant. But sometimes, even if you mix a little bit up, it's still less danger than Aleve and Percocet and all these other things. And now that the government can make money, now they're giving out licenses, now that when Denver was the test market and that billions of dollars were made, they said, wait a minute, we don't care that it works. It can make money.
Well, there you have it. So now, I think as we continue from week to week, we're now on episode 8, as we said earlier. Now we've gotten into CBD, hemp, pot. We touch all things here. So if you're not watching this show, if you have friends who are not watching this show, you need to you need to let them know what's going on now.
And it's technical.
It is.
And it's technically speaking because there's a process.
That was very technical.
There's processing plants. Dude, it's not just about dispensary. It's about how do they pull the CBD out the plant because not all CBD is created equal. So you have to get yourself tested, make sure. I think about maybe 60% out there in the stores now is snake oil. So you have to know. I use a company called Be True. I live by them. I swear by them. some of the greatest product out there, man.
Are we going to end up with this like Chinese knockoff crap CBD? Is that what's going to happen? Like it's going to be all synthetic?
They have some of that. Some of that stuff is already out there. Remember, synthetic marijuana got people almost killing each other. Synthetic marijuana was the worst thing because it's not a plant. Synthetic marijuana, they were trying to get around the law. Man, they had people firing off weapons at each other and kind of going psychotic. That's a different thing.
Unfortunately, that sounds like just another Tuesday here in Donald Trump's America.
Yeah, that's right, brother. He might need some. We might need to put that brother on some CBD, man.
Give a little CBD, chill him out a little bit.
Yeah, well, he needs some. He needs to smoke it, drink it, eat it.
Now, we usually start every show by thanking LiveU, of course, for making this coast-to-coast technology possible.
Yes,
and then our second thank you is always to the man behind the camera, Royce Adkins. But tonight, ladies and gentlemen, he's not behind the camera anymore.
Yo.
Boom! Look at that.
No.
Look what I just did. Just like that.
Look at him, man.
He's right there.
Hey.
Look at him.
He's on camera. He's real in living color.
What up?
Royce, what is going on,
And
man?
it's so cool. It's, they see. Yeah. Yes.
Now, Royce. Oh, I mean, thank you for being here, of course. Now, for those who don't know, and you just kind of disappeared, and hopefully you'll come back.
We just lost him.
He's gone. He's back. Oh, there he is. There he
gone.
is.
I'm back.
Yeah. Now, for those,
Man, you should have set up your second camera. You should have set up the second camera, bro. Why would you use less technology?
That's interesting.
You're the tech man.
Well, no. See, if you had a let's pull the veil off, right? So if you had a capture card going into the laptop, you could have set up the camera into the capture card into the laptop, backhanded into the system, or LiveU could just send me another server so I could spend.
I have one. We have another LiveU at the house.
We have
another LiveU in the house.
I need the server on my end so I can pull it out and then throw it into the switcher and get.
Okay, so you need a physical. You mean the hardware server, or just a spot on the LiveU unit?
No, I need a physical server to get it into the switcher.
Or I could just use my laptop.
I'm gonna check on that.
I could use the laptop with camera.
You know me, man. You know me, brother. I'm thinking
we might have to make another phone call.
I'm thinking, well, how about this, Jay? If a TV station can send 4 camera operators out, and it comes back into the same station, there's a way that can be done.
Well, yeah, because first of all, with some of the LiveU servers, and I see that. This server is going absolutely wild today, the software. But with some of the LiveU servers, they have multiple outputs on them. So like there's a quad server, so you can get 4 video signals out of the exact same server, and that's what News can do. Or you could stack them up, right? So the unit I have, it's a single rack mount server with 1 output. I think it has 2 outputs actually. And you could just stack them up and kind of go unlimited with that, and then you just throw it into the switcher.
So you didn't have the vision. You didn't have the vision to have for multiple cameras.
I don't know if a vision is the right word.
I'm just saying,
in this
bro.
particular case, I think it might be. I didn't have. I was not the beneficiary of all of the fruits of my vision from LiveU. You know that.
See, man, you should have talked to me. You should have talked to me. Royce knows I have 2 or 3 of everything. Well, I don't believe in one of anything.
Well, no,
I always have 2 or 3, right, Royce?
I believe. And then then there's also the situation we would have needed. My electric bill's been getting absolutely crazy. I actually run these servers all week, even though we do this for an hour a week. Just because with the port forwarding and everything, I don't want to mess with it. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to restart it and then it doesn't work and then I got to call customer service. Like,
are you scared?
Oh yeah, I'm very scared.
So you scared?
Yeah. Nobody, because ain't nobody got time for that.
See, I ain't scared. I ain't never scared. I ain't never.
No, I believe that, but I've spent many hours on the phone with customer service, many hours, and I've lost life. Like at the end of my life, I'm gonna be hopefully like 80-ish, 90-ish, and I'm gonna be sitting on my bed going, man, I remember all those hours I was on the phone with LiveU customer service.
Oh, Royce, why isn't he calling Luis? Why ain't you calling our dude?
You got a guy? I don't got a guy.
Yeah.
Luis can solve all your problems.
Luis, man, dude, you met him, dude.
Well, I know that, but nobody See, that's the thing. Like nobody told me, like, yo, this is the guy. This is the guy you need to call. Like nobody.
Oh man, we gotta give you. Oh, dude, we gotta give you Luis's number, man. You be in heaven, bro.
Oh yeah, and the worst part is, I'm calling them up I'm calling them up at 10, 11 o'clock at night, and listen, LiveU is a great sponsor, and we love them, but let's call it what it is. You know, the late night tech support is not exactly on par with the daytime tech support. You know, I'm not dropping names.
Luis is, bro.
I don't want to drop any names. I'm just saying that when the sun is out, I get better customer care. That's all I'm saying, you know?
Luis is there for us 24/7.
What's his regular shift, though? Is he a day guy or night guy?
He don't ever sleep. He's a vampire. He's a vampire worker.
All time of the day.
All right, now listen.
All time.
Before we get lost
time.
right now. Before we get lost, okay. For those that don't know,
we need to have him. You know what? We need to have him on the show. We will put him on the show one time.
By the way,
so people can see the face behind.
That's an idea.
Yeah, what makes the technology work.
That's an idea, right there. Now, I don't want to get away from it. All right, because I know that's what we do here on this program. I mean, we're already like deep in the CBD and God knows and the LiveU customer support. Royce, for those that don't know, you have a famous relative who I believe most people who watch this show are familiar with.
Yes.
So you want to take us through that just briefly, the familial tree, which actually happens to work out really nice with the way the graphics are incorporated for tonight's episode.
Yeah. So from everybody watching, the upper right corner, that's my dad, Sinbad, and
Jay is your dad?
Yeah.
No.
See, that's the other right.
Yeah, it's not right.
Adopted is adopted. Yeah.
The corner with the black white person with blonde hair. That's the one.
The guy sitting outside on the front lawn,
right?
With the great green screen.
Yeah.
With the
right.
And everybody should also know that the two of you are how close in proximity right now.
We're probably about.
Well, he is. If I'm pointing that direction, I'm pointing in right now, right there. He's right there in that other room, right there. He's locked himself so he can feel like he's in a separate world. He shut the door on me. He went in there to shut the door on me, man.
See, that's the fun. That's the most fun part about this show. I mean, we've had guys in other states, all different parts of the country, and it all looks the same. But right now, you're about what, 20 feet away? About a hard 20.
No, about 50. About 50 feet.
Yeah.
And of course,
we had to get rid of that feedback.
We've had some Wi-Fi issues coming out of the bad household, and right now,
Spectrum.
Yeah, right now you guys are chewing. A lot of Wi-Fi. So I hope we're all right.
Dude, we got the business. We got the business line. We went and broke down and got the business Wi-Fi.
All right, so we'll see how that goes.
And right as I said that, it goes black.
Yeah, of course.
Right as I said that.
I'm just gonna cut out. I'm gonna cut out like every now and then.
Yeah, that's I don't think this is you guys. I think that we're gonna throw Livestream Studio under the bus tonight. I think that looks to me to be what's going down. Yeah. This looks like a Livestream Studio thing. It freezes for a hot minute, and then it throws Royce out, and then it brings us back, and then it brings Royce back in. I don't know. I don't know. We're not gonna.
I think what we're gonna do. I think what I'm gonna say right now. I think we're gonna try Switcher Studio one time. What do you think, Royce? I think we're gonna mess around. We're gonna mess around. Try Switcher one time.
I'm down with it. I've been messing around with vMix. Yeah. I've been messing around with vMix a lot lately.
I like vMix too. I like vMix.
We've been trying to get something going with vMix at work for a show, so we keep playing with it, but then we keep getting distracted. Trying to build out the studio and acoustics and all sorts of other little problems.
Hey, let's do this, Jay. Let's do this. Let's do 1 week with vMix, a week with Livestream, a week with New Tech. And give all these guys a shot. And that way, instead of us saying we think one's the best, we'll say this is what we did with these different pieces of software, and this is what we're finding out. That's the only way I believe in you buy it all. Yeah.
I mean, Livestream is not working.
Yeah, Livestream tonight gets a big old F. That's supposed to be an F.
Yeah, big L. Got the L on that one, man.
I have too many fingers in the way. I'm trying. Yeah, there it is. There it is. F.
I got some guys. Yeah, dude. I got some guys at vMix. I got some guys at my New Tech people. We love my New Tech people. We love my Black Magic people. We already in the game with them. And then we'll give my boy Switcher Studio. We know these are guys that we know.
If New Tech
Royce
would
and I
like
had a chance to work with all of them.
If New Tech would like to sponsor this program, then I would say you could shut it down right there because that stuff's going to work, but it's a little pricey.
No, man, we got connections, bro.
Well, that's what I was saying. You got to make a phone call, man. You got to make a phone call. I will tell you.
We are.
I will tell you that New Tech has a really cool piece of technology that would work great on this show. You can integrate 2 Skype callers at the same time right into the switcher, no additional hardware needed, similar to how Royce is coming in right now. But instead of doing it through a web interface, it's all done straight through Skype, which is actually really cool. And I've been meaning to try that. Yeah.
Oh, I know what we talk about. I know. That's one of my list of things to check out, man.
And if I'm not mistaken, I think with a software license, you could open it up and get more than 2. You could get way more, and it's just all through Skype, and it's white labeled. It's pretty cool. Now,
it's like
Royce,
it's like 8 to 10 people, something like that.
Yeah. Now, Royce, I was all over your social media today. I was stalking you out a little bit, and it looks like there was a big announcement. Tell us about the current project that you got going on.
Yeah, man.
What is happening in the world in the world of biopunks?
Yeah. So I have a comic book that I've created. It's called Biopunks, and I should have had it with me. I mean, can I grab it real quick? Hold on,
man.
I'm gonna go grab it real quick. I'll be right back. It's right.
I'll talk stuff.
Now
I'll play some keys and some music till you get back.
This is fun because when I came out to LA to bring all the live stream gear out there, it was right when Biopunks was getting off the ground, if I'm not mistaken, right? That's about the timing of it.
Yes.
And you were showing me. You were showing me some of the early sketches, and now here we are. It's episode 8, and it's the real thing. It's the real deal.
I think the missus just walked in. I think the missus just walked in too.
Who's missus? Who's missus? Your missus.
My wife just walked in. Yeah.
We should get her on the show too. Whole family affair.
I know, right?
So what do you got?
That's right, man. And she's an influencer. Yeah, man. We got to have her show because she's a big influencer, man.
She's got.
So we need to do that. Yeah.
Here, wait, keep holding it as we're frozen. So let's see when we come back to life here, and we're back.
It was so strong.
Oh, watching
strong.
This episode is gonna be fun. There it is.
Yeah,
there it is.
There it is. Yeah, and so it's about exactly, and it's about these 3 characters here. They had this synthetic spinal cord called the spinal cord installed on their backs. They all have physical disabilities. This thing here cured them, but it also gave them special powers. And now there's this evil dude who's trying to hunt them down because he's found a way to actually take their cores and to make himself stronger. So it's all this crazy adventure action type stuff. And this is volume 1, and I got 5 issues. You can see here, volume 1 includes all 5 issues, and I'm currently working on volume 2 right now. And the big announcement today was for all of my Patreon backers, because I have a Patreon. If you go to patreon.com/biopunkscomic, I'm doing this special glow-in-the-dark pin, which is the spinal cord.
The pin.
Redesigned spinal cord.
The pin is it. The pin
also glows in the dark. So,
now, for those that follow you on social media at Roro Beckley, I noticed that the first pin went to a very special supporter of your work.
Yes, because these pins, they're all limited edition, so I only made 100 of them. There'll only be 100, and this one isn't numbered because this is just a test one, but each one's numbered 1 through 100.
And that one.
Number 1. But number 1, of course, went to my dad, which I gave to him yesterday. No, today. What day is it? I don't know. Today. Gave it to him today. Official.
So what have you done with it?
You gave it yesterday.
Yesterday.
I'm trying to figure. I'm trying to figure out where's the best place to put the pen. If I'm on stage and stuff, I'm trying to think what place can I put this pen that does the most work. So right now, it's sitting next to my chair. I'm going like, where can I put this pen? See, if it was like more like around November, December, I'd have on my long Matrix coat. Royce knows I wear a long black. I had a coat made like my man from the Matrix. I have a long coat. I got a leather one and a microfiber. I would put the pen on there because it would just set that coat off.
See, this is a pretty big pin, so you're gonna.
Yes.
It's gonna take up some space.
Now, many questions.
It'd be great on a hat or a backpack for sure.
So many questions I have.
No, I'm gonna put on my guitar strap.
That's not bad. Now,
I'm gonna put on my guitar. I'm gonna put on my guitar strap, man.
Oh, there we go. That works too.
I have so many questions.
Yeah, man.
No, number one question actually goes to Sinbad. In the 80s and 90s, was that long coat animal fur, and was that updated to be more?
Okay, I had no money hardly in the 70s, 80s, so I had a fake animal fur, but the wind blew one day and blew my coat naked. It just blew the fur off the coat, so I don't know what kind of fur it was, but it laid on the ground. So right now, I'm leather and microfiber.
You're not rolling with the mink.
But if you watch my stand-up, special, Afros and Bell Bottoms, I come on stage wearing my long white fake fur.
Fake fur. That was probably just hair some guy picked up
mine.
off the street and glued onto that coat. Now, the other thing
they took it off an old white person.
It's very possible. Now,
That's what I think happened.
now back to that pin. I'm thinking,
Yes.
you know, there has to be some like the next run, like edition 2. You know, it's got to like light up like a flux capacitor. You know, something like that.
Something.
Get some lights in there.
Got some ideas.
See, we talked about that. Yeah, we got. It's all about the budget. Version 1 is always a little less, right, Royce? The version 1 is always like, let's see what happens.
You got to leave them wanting more anyway. You got to leave them wanting more.
No,
you know?
yeah.
Yeah.
He really helped me out. When I cut out, can you still hear my audio?
I don't think so. So I would give him that plug again. Well, we hear it in the Zoom.
Okay.
We hear it in the Zoom, but
right.
Yeah.
Miguel Wilson.
Yeah, I don't know if they hear
right back there.
Yeah. My boy Miguel Wilson. So he's the one who really helped me. I had these designs, took it to him, and he helped me get this pin made. And because he's the pin master, he makes toys, works for Hasbro, all that stuff. So I just had to give a shout out to him because I definitely wouldn't have been able to pull this off, especially the glow and dark aspect of it without him. So Miguel, if you're watching, man, thank you. Because I'm really happy with how these came out. And then hopefully, the goal is that this will drive some traffic to Patreon and we can help get some more backers so then I can keep this thing going.
Now, speaking of people watching, right now, Tanya, who's watching Sinbad, she said, Sinbad, not fair that you're not aging. That's what.
I just wrote back to her.
Let's see.
I'm quick, bro.
The knees. Okay.
The knees.
Right.
The knees.
I guess if
always
you're gonna,
knees.
If you're gonna age anywhere, it might as well be your knees, right? I mean,
That's it. My knees, my back. My mind is strong. My mind is strong.
and those good looks you got going on. I mean, that's a thing, right? That's a thing. Now,
hey man, you see Facebook trying to talk to us? Facebook just sent, hey, say something so technically funny knows. Okay, wait, is this from you? Watch videos on the big screen, try the Facebook video app. Is that from you?
I didn't say a word. I did nothing.
No. This one says, watch videos on the big screen, try the Facebook video app on Apple TV, Amazon Fire.
That's just your Facebook.
So this is Facebook jumping in?
Yeah, man.
Are they jumping in on us?
They're on
it's a Facebook ad within the chat.
What?
They're on you, man.
What? They're on us like that, man?
Yep.
Yeah. By the way, Joe Gray just came in, said he's going to see you at the deli. Royce, is that the deli we were at?
That's cool, man.
Yep, that's his office.
Now, Sinbad, you don't know.
Office, brother.
You don't know because you were
Country Deli.
You were somewhere. I don't know where you were at, but I've been to the deli. I have been to the deli. I experienced all the magic that is the deli. Great office.
Yes.
Great office.
Yes.
A lot of old white guys. Lots
Lots of them.
Man. But if you catch it at the right time, you got Smokey Robinson, you got Cedric Entertainer, you get Brian McKnight. Dude, you get all kind of guys walking through. You had to catch it at the black hour.
See, Royce, you took me. It was before noon. It was before noon, so I know that's not the black hour.
Listen. That black hour is like trying to catch a blood moon. It's very rare.
It's rare, man.
It's very rare.
And it's not before noon. That is a guarantee.
Exactly.
No, man. No, it's not before noon.
I don't get there before noon. There are very few black hours anywhere before noon. Okay, that's a little of what I know. Okay,
That's why black don't crack. That's why black don't crack.
You got to get that beauty.
We don't go
rest.
out there during that daytime.
You got to get that beauty rest. No, that's true. You don't got the sun and the UV and I got it. That's
man,
smart.
all that UV killing us, man.
That's smart. That's true. Especially out in California, the sun's hotter out there. It's much weaker out here on the East Coast. Now, Royce, we had a
hey. Go ahead, Jake.
No, I was gonna say when we were at the deli, Royce, we were looking at a lot of your early sketches for this comic, and
yes,
this being a technical show, one of the things that we talked about was how you were able to get this done, and I think your use of technology to do this is kind of out there, because I'm sure there's plenty of people out there who have a script or who have a comic idea or who have a movie idea or whatever, and they just don't know how to get it done. And of course we're frozen again, so I'm just gonna wait until we're unfrozen. Waiting, and we're back. So
and
we're back. So
and we're gone.
Roy.
And we're back. And we're gone.
So I was just saying,
Can we just say this before we go further?
Ahead.
Live stream, you're fired.
Definitely fired. I'm coming up with something new next week for sure.
Right.
I mean, this is bad news.
Fired.
This is bad news.
It's fired. You're fired, man.
The key is, man. I'm realizing every time you try to ask me a question, that's when it cuts out. So
maybe somebody's trying to tell us something. But
I think so.
But Royce, man, take us through how you got this thing done and how you use technology in a sort of alternative way to make this thing happen, because I think the way you did it is kind of ingenious.
Well, first, when we met at the deli, I actually had the comic was actually going. I already had a couple issues out, and that was just me and my friend Brandon. We got together, and it started off as a feature script. So we were working on that writing. I was writing it, and then issues 1 through 5, and I'm back again. So yeah.
It was probably LiveU's fault. It was live stream's fault. It was somebody's fault. But you're back. That was a quick out and back. Get back in there.
That was quick out. Yeah. What? Yeah. So I'll be quick because I don't know how my time is before I cut out again. But pretty much going from there, then I started looking at ways to actually turn this into a cartoon and things like that. Looking for different artists, and I heavily used Instagram. And I think that's one thing people sleep on now is social media in general, but especially Instagram nowadays. Like, if you're looking for somebody, if you're looking for an artist, if you're looking for a filmmaker, if you're looking for a writer, if you're looking for anybody, Instagram is where it's at. Just look. I literally looked up #animation studio, and all these different accounts, people just came up. And I ran across this one guy. His name is Jeremy Nixon. He's from London, and checked out his stuff. And he actually does like animation and all that. So I hit him up just out of nowhere, just like, hey, man, this is my project. I really like your stuff. I like your style. Would you be willing to help me with this? And then I think 3 days later, he hits me back and he was like, oh, man, yeah, I love the concept. Let's do it. So, literally across, from the U.S. To Europe, literally through Instagram, I was able to find somebody to kind of help bring and take this comic that I've been working on to another level. And from that, it's really helped pick up things. But I think out of it all, that's kind of the big take on people sleeping on the power of social media, but specifically Instagram and where it is now. Because, it's easy to hate on it because we think of it as the models just taking pictures in crazy places. And I think, Dad, you sent us nothing wrong with that. Dad, I think you sent us an article about some woman who fell over a balcony because they were trying to get a cool picture or something like that. So
she was doing extreme yoga. She's balancing on her butt cheek. She's doing extreme yoga, 6th floor, 80 feet up, 6 floors up, balancing backwards on her butt cheeks, holding her hands in the air. She toppled off, broke both her legs, broke 110 bones in the body, fractured her face. But she went viral.
What?
She viral. If that's what she wanted.
When did
she
this
viral
happen?
now. Today.
No.
Yeah.
Yes.
How am I?
I'll send it to you.
Oh my God, I'm sleeping on that.
I'm gonna send.
Where did this
I'm gonna send this to you right now.
Definitely check it out.
Where was
in
it?
Mexico?
In Mexico. Damn.
Yes.
Damn, people do stupid stuff.
And she had just tweeted saying doing extreme yoga.
And there's a video. There is a video.
No, she took the picture before she flipped off.
Oh my God. Yo, what is?
I'm sending this to you now, dude. It's insane. I'm sending this to you right now. I'm sending this to the world right now. Everybody check. Of course, I'm sending this to everybody. So everybody check. Of course, yeah. Everybody check your text messages. I'm checking. Yeah.
I got to see this. This is nuts.
Because now they're mad.
What's wrong with people?
Because they're mad.
And that's the thing. And that's what most people think of when they think of social media. That it's just there for people acting stupid. Which there's a lot of people doing that. Or if it's it's used for like skits and like influencers and all that stuff. But the power is real, and you just got to be willing to just use it and think outside the box, and it's like, so for me, like I was just trying to find a way to turn my comic into a cartoon, so I literally just pretty much just searched #cartoon to see what came up.
That's great. I'm reading this right now. Now this is on Fox News. All right, this is some
about the girl.
Some might say it's fake news, but whatever. It's Fox, fairly reputable source.
Yeah.
Now let me tell you what I love about this clickbait. Right. The title of the article is "Woman Falls Off Balcony While Practicing Extreme (in quotes) Yoga, Posing for Pictures." Report. Now they could have cut it off after "Woman Falls Off Balcony While Practicing Extreme Yoga," but they had to add in there posing for pictures. Right.
I'm glad they did. Man, I'm glad they did. Because how about people felt about the guy who was hiking and was hanging onto a rock with one finger? His girl took the picture, and then she went to look for him. She looked down at the camera and looked back up, and he was gone. He fell off the rock. It ain't funny.
But it's funny.
I mean, there's some spots like that are like really dangerous. There's some spots like around the world where they're starting to put up signs like "Don't take pictures here."
Yeah,
people are dying.
They said no. They're saying don't take pictures unless you give us credit first before you fall.
I think what they need to do is they need to keep the signs, because this is a very old scientific principle, better known as natural selection. You see, we need these people.
Thank you.
We need these people to fall off the balconies and the rock.
We do.
This is, there's a population problem. Okay, and it's not at the borders. It's right here. It's right here in our land. I mean, this is wild. I'm reading this article. This is unbelievable.
It's insane, dude. It's insane. The pose is stupid, dude. I'm thinking this, man. I'm thinking this.
Oh my God.
I don't think it's the gram. I think there's something in our water that they've given us, and we're drinking this water. We're drinking all this bottled water, and it makes you dumb. It makes you dumb. Ain't that crazy? Look at that. They're so dumb. Look, and the pose is not even yoga pose.
Yeah.
That's not a yoga pose, man.
No, I'm pretty sure.
That's not a yoga pose.
I'm not a yoga expert. I'm not. But
that's not a yoga pose.
I'm pretty sure hanging off a railing is not a yoga pose. Because I haven't been to many yoga classes, but I've done a little something online, and they've never asked you to go to a railing. There's no railings involved.
No,
you know, you have a mat. I've seen people stand on their heads, but there's never a railing.
Yes.
You ever see them? You ever see them walk the balance beam out in the middle of yoga class, and people just start hanging off the back?
No, man.
What is wrong with people?
What Royce did? What Royce did, it's almost like what LinkedIn. Like, I mean, there's a company. Remember, it used to be Lynda.com.
Yep.
They're now LinkedIn. Now they're part of LinkedIn Learning. So what Royce did is, when you're not balancing and doing stupid stuff and get hit by cars or what's that song? Kiki, do you like me? And the guy's got locked out of his car and his car crashed into a tree. So when you're not doing dumb stuff because you're not known and you don't have a job that makes you known and you don't have a skill, so you do stupid stuff, people with skills and people doing things have found a way to link up. And that's what Royce was able to do, is use the medium for something that doesn't get you killed.
Yeah.
And you brought up the Kiki thing, man. What was that? Like, how does that even get whose dumbass idea is it to go, yo, I got this?
That's a shirt. Jay, that's a shirt.
I was just listening to this song, and it said something about driving in the song. So I got an idea. This is what I'm gonna do. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna play this song and walk next to my car and dance like an idiot. And I'm gonna post it on social media. But you know what the crazy part is? The crazy part is not that somebody had that idea. The crazy part is that then everyone thought it was the best idea ever, and it became a social media craze. How does this happen? Where are we living? What is going on?
We need to make that shirt from Technically Funnies. Whose dumbass idea was this? And take a picture like of her before she fell. Have a picture of a dude, his car crashing. We just need. This is a public service announcement. That's us helping America. Whose dumbass idea?
No, I mean you see our logo.
That helps. We're helping people.
Now we're frozen right now, but I'm gonna wait till we come back because this is important. This is an important one here. Hold on. Come on, live stream. Come on, you can do it. There we are. Okay.
They stopped us. Live stream stopped us.
Live stream cannot get in the way. They cannot get in the way of the creativity going on right now. Okay. What's going to happen is we're going to take our little cartoons that are down there. I can never get the finger pointing thing right. Everyone sees it. It's in the bottom right. Okay. And we're going to redesign it. We're going to put a little railing and have me and you hanging off the back of the railing. Okay. It'll just be the two of us coming off a railing, and it'll say, please, please, please try this at home. We beg of you.
We're going to get some shirts made, Royce, that shows all the things you do. Stand on railroad tracks, doing cartwheels right before the train comes.
Hanging off
one finger from a mountain. We're going to have a bunch of them and say, not for the gram.
Right.
Not for the gram, for your grave. This is for the grave, not the gram. This is for the grave, not the gram.
That's the slogan right there. Trademark that on the spot.
Yes.
This is for the grave. Not for the gram. I love that. I love that.
But now I'm excited. Royce, tell me all the stuff because Royce has been so busy doing stuff right now. We just came back from that film festival in New Jersey, man.
Of course, we're frozen.
So Royce is on the roll. Man.
Obviously, we're frozen.
Okay, man. Live stream is a hater.
Yeah, no, they are.
Live stream's a hater.
So
live stream. I'm gonna tell you right now, live stream. You're a bunch of haters.
Yeah,
every time you mention me, that's when I go out.
I'm sure live stream. I know. By the way, there's a common theme. I mean, it is a little bit coincidental. Listen, I dropped the gauntlet. I threw live stream under the bus a long time ago, but it does see here. Let's try again. Royce. Oh, we're still on. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
The next time it freezes, I'm gonna turn the volume up on my computer and see if we can still hear Royce. Okay.
There's no way you really.
Well, let me ask people. I'm gonna ask the people online. Can you hear us when Royce freezes?
Well, we're all freezing. It's live stream studio. It's freezing us all. You know, they're trying to take us away from the people.
I don't understand.
Mm-hmm. And apparently my Google doesn't understand. If you all heard that one,
So the key is here. I got to hit my points really quick.
All right, nail it.
All right, what were you gonna ask me?
Oh, I don't know. as we freeze, unbelievable. That's wild. This is. Oh, actually,
they can hear us.
I see.
They can hear us.
They can hear us.
They just said they can hear us.
Oh, look at that.
They hear us. You ask, they can't hear us.
That's my mom, by the way.
They can hear us.
That's my mom who watches every week. So,
oh, that's your mom?
Yeah, same last name. You see that? Look at that. Look at that.
Oh, did you see? Nice. Did you see what Christine said? They don't see any freezing, and they can hear us all.
Well, in that case, we probably seem like buffoons.
No, I don't know. I'm watching the live stream.
I'm watching it.
And the live stream, I'm definitely going out.
I'm watching the live stream, and it is freezing.
I definitely see you going out. I definitely see that.
Yeah.
But,
yeah.
All right. Well,
all right.
You know,
but,
hey,
all right,
that's why we do this
the topic.
live. I mean, that's the whole thing.
Right.
So
Exactly.
Sinbad, what were you about to ask Royce, man? His wife's trying to take him away from us.
Yeah, Royce got so much going on. So he's going to festivals. We found some new Blackmagic 6K cameras. But I want to ask Royce, where right now we just sold his sisters. She shot a web series, Life and Times, of a single Angelino. So now we just had a screening of the project. Royce shot it. My daughter wrote it. My wife, the production company, Stone Harbor Productions. I'd like you to talk to them, Royce, about Stone Harbor, what we started doing, and what you see the future with our own production company. Because you're talking about people saying, what can I do? How do I get into the game? And they were asking you at the screening, how do I get it? Because people are saying, how do I make it? First of all, we're saying this: all you young actors and comedians trying to wait for somebody to give you a movie, write something, shoot it. I don't care if you start with this. You start with your little iPhone or your camera, or whatever you got.
Best camera's the one you have on you.
Yes.
Yep.
Exactly. So where you see the future going for Stone Harbor, and also getting ready to go to the big screen? What you want? I know you want to get to that next level. What do you see, Royce? You're talking about Disney and Hulu and all that. Could you give me a? All right.
Yeah. So first of all, So the whole family, with my dad, me, and then my mom, sister, a bunch of us, we started our own production company called Stone Harbor Productions, and it pretty much came about because we all realized that we were all doing our own creative thing, but like separately, So it's like I had my film stuff, and my sister had music because she's a singer and songwriter, so she was doing her stuff, but she needed help like with music videos and things like that. And my mom had her own thing going on, and then we kind of just all realized, like, why are we all trying to pretty much accomplish the same goals, but all trying to do it separately? Why don't we use our skills and abilities and actually combine them and try and work together and help each other out? So once we realized, like, oh, that's actually probably a smart idea, that's pretty much how the production company came about. And so then we started to focus together and hone in on projects that we wanted to work on, pretty much similar to, Berry Gordy and the story of like, how Motown got started and his family, how, they would fund kind of like everybody's like entrepreneurial goals for the family that they had. So it's kind of like taking that concept. And so we started off with my sister, and she had this project called the 10 by 10 project, where we shot 10 music videos for 10 of her songs. And once we figured that out, we kind of got an idea of like what we wanted to do. Then we went from that to shooting my first short film under Stone Harbor Productions called The Girl with No Brain, which got into a couple of festivals about 2 years ago, shot it 2 years ago, but got into a couple of festivals last year. So that was really great. One of them, we got to go to Montreal, so that was awesome. And then we went from that to shooting Paige's, my sister's, web series, because she wrote a whole web series. She went from songwriting to literally writing a script because she had been going through some stuff, she went through a bad breakup, and just dealing with all that stuff. She had an idea for a show, and she was like, yeah, but what should I do? And I was just like, yo, just write the show. And she's like, I've never written a script before. And I was like, you're already a songwriter, so that's already half the battle. You know how to tell a story, just learn the formatting. And that's what she did. And she did great. And she literally wrote 10 episodes, but we shot the pilot. And then that's what we screened about 2 weeks ago. And the reception to it was just amazing. So now our goal is to kind of turn it out there, shop it, see what we can do, so we can get it on like a streaming service or whatever. And the title of that's called Life and Times of a Single Angelino. And it's pretty much just about kind of a Black woman in her 30s just trying to like the experience of like being single and what's that's like nowadays. And then our last project was another short film that I wrote and directed called Outcast, which we're finishing up now, and that's going to hopefully hit the festival circuit soon. And that one's about a sci-fi project about a superhuman or super soldier that was created, but in the process of creating him, he also got asthma. So now he has to like fight crime. He turns into a vigilante because he was kicked out of the program because he had asthma. So now he literally has to try and fight crime while dealing with that. So he has a little thing I call the battle hailer, which is his inhaler that he's turned into a weapon to fight crime, because I had asthma growing up and I just wanted to make something that was really cool for us asthmatics.
I had asthma growing up.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
Did you, man?
Yeah. Growing up.
So we're brothers.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I thought I was his father. Didn't we figure this out a little earlier? I don't even know what's going on anymore.
That's true. I don't know. We're related, though. That's all that matters.
That's what's up. Yeah, no, I had, man, I used to have the inhaler the whole bit, especially playing sports. Playing sports, I had to knock the inhaler down.
Man.
And I just kind of grew out of it. I don't know. Childhood.
Yeah, well, playing sports and like staying, active, that really helps. Kind of minimize it, because it was the same thing with me where I had it really, really bad from a kid. I almost died when I was like 4. My dad had to rush me to the hospital.
No joke.
But I played back.
Bro, no joke.
Yeah.
And my mom's watching, so you watch the comments. I was in the hospital for a week also. I got a scar going halfway around my body. They had to they had to cut me open and cut a piece of my lung out. I almost died too.
See, yeah, it's rough. It's a rough life.
So small, man. West Coast, East Coast,
Exactly.
It all comes together. Unreal.
I wish I had asthma. I wish I had asthma.
What do you have? Nothing? You just had a good life? What's up with that?
I didn't have anything.
Nothing.
I'm sorry.
Nothing.
I had air.
But we know you had your ADHD.
I had too much air. Yeah, I do. Yeah, not had.
Yeah, still have it.
That's an ongoing condition.
Right.
Yeah, man. It's like asthma. I take an inhaler for it. When it gets real high, hit it, and it calms me down.
Exactly.
Isn't that CBD we were talking about back at the top of the episode?
There we go.
But they do have CBD. They have CBD inhalers.
Get out of here, man.
Yes, they do.
They do.
Yes, they do. Yes.
Now,
anything CBD now.
Royce, I mean, I don't even know. I don't know when your poor pregnant wife. I don't know how you have any time to give to her after that long description of what you got going on.
It's actually the other way around because my wife, she's a YouTube star influencer. She's got 400K subscribers. She ain't got time for
man.
me.
So
they both.
I had the chicken and the egg messed up because you doing all this stuff because your wife has no time for you. That's how.
Exactly.
I'll tell you, man.
Exactly. Just so I feel needed.
I had it twisted. I had it real twisted. Now.
Exactly.
First of all, is there a website? You guys built a website already for the production company? I mean, you got to have something somewhere. Facebook page, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat.
Yep.
Our company website, Stone Harbor, we're still working on it because all these projects have literally been
too busy making content.
It's way too busy for a website. But no, they've all been within the last 2 years because we made the stupid decision to do all this stuff all at once. So it's like we've been working so hard on.
Sounds like that ADHD thing.
Right. So we've been working getting these projects out, but now that after this last film and the web series, things have kind of calmed down a little. So we're actually going to do stuff like build a website and have business cards and things that you need for business.
No, yeah, it's a thing. It's a thing.
Business card.
Now, I mean, of course, there is an obvious question here that Sinbad, you must answer. How did you make such a talented family? What did you do? Because we've done CBD tonight. Of course, we've done technology. That's what we do. But now we're going to get into relationship advice. All right, because this is a complete package show here. How did you procreate so much talent?
You know what? I don't know. I'm like this. When I watch people that sing, like a Whitney Houston or somebody, I think vocal cords are genetic. I think people sing because I wanted to sing so bad young, but I don't think those chords were in my family or decent chords. I mean, not like them, like Luther Vandross super chords or the Brian McKnight super chords. Those things are genetic sometimes. You can work hard, you can get better. I think with me, as a kid growing up, my mind was everywhere. I want to play basketball. I wanted to be a scuba diver. I'd be a race car driver. I just want to be famous, man. I didn't want to be normal. I didn't want to be, because I felt as a kid so left out sometimes, place I said, there's nothing special about me. So I said, I'm going to create this thing that's special about me. And I realized my sense of humor and the playing basketball and all that stuff, ADHD, was going to be part of my gift. I had no idea, because they don't talk about creativity back then like they do now. So I think my kids saw me being creative. I think my family saw me being creative. And then I think some of that genetics, went to them. My wife has her own style of creativity. She has her own thing she does. So I think we combined that. So they got kind of the best of both worlds from both of us. But I think what my kids mainly inherited was working 9 to 5 ain't fun. So if nothing else,
the truth.
I taught my children working 9 to 5 ain't fun.
I like that. That's the second slogan that's come out of tonight's episode.
Yeah, bro.
Of course. So we have that one, and then we have the "This is for the grave, not for the gram." So
not for the gram. Yes.
We really need to start. I mean, as we approach episode 10, we really need to get the merch shop up and running.
I know we do, man.
Make some money
we do
off
need
this
to get
thing,
out.
Hey, so usually, and I know we're frozen, but everyone could hear us, so I'm just going to keep talking because that's what the world's telling us.
I've decided when we freeze up, it's because we got so much knowledge that the internet can't process it. Because it's not human. It doesn't have what we have.
Now, what we could also do is what we do sometimes professionally. Whenever there's a problem, you just swear to the client that there wasn't a problem. and you tell them it was their fault. So if people
Pretty
come
much.
back to us and say that
what problem?
and say that tonight's episode kept freezing, we tell them, nah, you lying. We asked everybody else and they said it was good. It must have just been your computer that randomly had voice disappearing and coming back. And
No, we don't freeze. We slow down. We slow down.
Slow down.
Sometimes we slow down. We slow down so slow. I'm realizing, it's like having a superpower. You can go so slow. It's a gift. And then the internet goes like, what are they doing? It's trying to react. The internet, because I now have this snooze fast internet, and when we slow down the way we slow down, it goes like, I don't know what they're doing. I'm gonna tap out. It taps out. It's like software that's trying to find the tempo of the song. It said, what is the tempo? And they can't find it. So it just waits looking for the one. It comes back in on the one. It's like James Brown.
I mean, music.
I'm coming back on the one.
And comedy, right? I mean, what's the most important thing in comedy?
Yes.
It's all about timing. And, so our timing is so slow that the human eye can't even comprehend what's happening. It's kind of
we're like a hummingbird. We're like a hummingbird. You got to take that special stop action camera to see the wings going.
Yep, the slow-mo.
That's what we are, man.
The high frame rate stuff.
Slow-mo, baby.
We're operating on
sweet lies.
We're operating in the low frame rate.
Yes.
So low that you can't even.
Yes.
You can't even.
The
process.
human eye can't see it.
I love that.
That's why you can hear us.
I love that.
You can hear us, but you can't see us.
I love that. Now, live stream, you're still fired, but I love that.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Still fired. But yeah. Now, what I was about to say is Tuesday good for you guys next week too?
Let me check. Yes, Tuesday should be cool.
Because I got a guest,
unless it's
man.
not.
I got a guest coming on next week. Usually I don't tease the guests in advance as we're frozen again. And that's usually because I don't have them more than a week in advance. But I spoke to a guy today, a good friend. His name is Brett Culp. Now, I'm going to send you some homework for this week. You're both going to get some homework.
Okay.
This guy did a documentary.
All right.
This guy did a documentary called Legends of the Night. It came out, I believe, in 2014. I hope I'm right. If I'm wrong, it was 2013 or maybe 2015, but I think it was 2014. Okay. And this was a documentary about Batman. Now, Royce, this is so right up your alley. It's unbelievable.
Whoa.
You might have even seen it already. But it's not about like the history of Batman or like, going through the generations of the, television show and the movies or whatever. No. This is about how Batman affects the culture and finding your inner superhero and the way that Batman is used as a vehicle to help other people. And I'm doing my best job trying to express what this film is, but it's so good. I'm going to show it to you. I'll grab the trailer and we'll show it next week when he comes on. But the director of that documentary, Brett Culp, also did a second film in a similar vein about Superman and how people it's the same concept. It's using your inner the gifts that you have to really go above and beyond. Two great films, and now he's a motivational speaker. Professional speaker, flies around the country, speaks to huge groups everywhere, and all that happened. I'm not going to tell the story because I'm not going to kill his thunder, but I was there when it happened. In a very weird.
That's for the audience, for our audience. Dude, you got to put it out for the whole audience. We got to tell them, put it on Facebook.
No doubt. I mean, he's this guy.
That they need to look this up because this sounds so interesting. Because what I told Royce, back in the day, comic books and movies and the things I read, they were all heroes for a reason, to beat darkness. And then it became hip to make the hero dark now, like Lost Boys on The Boys on on Netflix. Yeah, I was on Amazon because Amazon got some great stuff now too. So used to just say Netflix, but now Amazon got some great stuff.
That's true.
So
and Hulu.
When you look at The Boys, Hulu does too, man. Hulu, everybody's not knowing. I hate it because now, Royce already know, I got a list of almost 200 shows I watch. So now my brain is frozen. You think this freeze is bad on this show? That's how my brain freezes when I'm trying to find what shows I'm watching, man.
You actually have to pay for all these things now,
Exactly.
Yeah, no, not really. Not always. Not always.
We
talk about that.
The
next
average.
Not always. Not always.
Get your homie signing.
Not always. But in theory,
whatever,
just
man.
saying, we don't.
In theory,
we're not promoting any particular means of gathering
not theft.
your media.
Not promote theft.
But
No.
Back to your thought.
But you know what? I think it's worth it. I don't mind paying for it because it's great stuff. But back then, when I watched the board, I tell you about Royce got me. I thought it was a movie. I saw the billboards for it. Then Royce saw the whole series. I couldn't stop. I was on the plane. I know we frozen, but I'm keep talking. I was on the plane, and I just couldn't stop. And somebody was watching across the aisle, watching it with me, and says, "Man, what is that?" Because he wanted to download it on the plane. I said, "Dude, you've got to see this series because it's the way that human beings, what we live right now, I say in this society we're living in, that's probably what a superhero would be today, that was born today. He probably that corrupt, looking out for himself, kind of guy.
That is such an interesting take on it. It's interesting. Because I've been following Brett's stuff now for years since he's started doing what he's doing. And he had originally funded his documentary on Kickstarter, and then I funded my documentary on Kickstarter shortly after him, and we were kind of these like kindred spirits moving through the same path at like a slightly delayed time. And the take that you just gave on it is something I've never really thought about, and it's kind of brilliant, that what if Kal-El landed in his pod in 2019?
Thank you.
How would he
if he
turn
did
out?
Because Trump would have sent him back because he's an alien. He can't stay. ICE would have came to the ship. That little baby would have been locked up in a camp. And then when he got older, they found he had super strength. By that time, he'd be pissed at America, and he'd just be tearing stuff up.
I mean, it's
just give him.
We're definitely then, as Royce pops back in, we are definitely gonna hit that next week. I mean,
yes,
because Brett does such a great job at finding the positive stories of what people are doing today. But to actually think about where we are as a society and why we need superheroes and what a superhero would be in 2019, that's great stuff. See, that's a great way to end tonight's episode.
Hold on, I guess because Royce is such a great historian and has a great take on comic books. I feel good because I brought him into the comic book world, but he took it and went to another level with we make jokes. Historian. when I say, I'm not talking about like guys, the first original Batman. I'm talking about the evolution of some characters. Some of the characters you have to get me hip. I say historian. I call that next generation. You became the next generation historian. Like, okay, this is why this Venom dad. This is why there's this. Because I kind of tapped out, man. When my heroes became villains, I kind of tapped out. I said, because dude, I need somebody to win here, bro. I need some power. I need somebody to set this straight. I need someone to make this work in my mind. Because I'm 63. I need someone who keeps it right.
It's not much different
like
than
Black
video
Lightning.
games.
We laugh. Yeah,
it's not much different than video games.
We laugh about Black. You're right. Vice was the first one. That Vice was the first one that changed the world.
That's true. I mean, I was going through some old stuff the other day, and I found the old Nintendo 8-bit. The door is missing.
Uh-huh.
I mean, maybe it's the worst. I don't know. I didn't plug it in. But you think about those old video games and how easy they were. Not that the games were easy. The gameplay was it was difficult for its time, but the simplicity of it, the A to Z nature of it, the linear nature of it. When Mario 64 came out on N64, it was revolutionary and it was cool and it was the last time I was really interested in console video games because it just got too hard. It took the
Well, they want to know what they did?
Plus the N64 controller was ridiculous.
And that
controller's insane.
They took the damn fun out of it.
You're gonna make Royce. Yeah. You're gonna make Royce cry because Royce had all those games and somebody threw them away. I don't know what happened. You're gonna make Royce cry. He had all his collection, dude. He kept everything.
When we were moving, lost my original Nintendo, Super Nintendo, GameCube, Sega Saturn, Sega Genesis.
Everything, dude.
This is my mom's third shout out.
Dreamcast.
This is my mom's third shout out of the episode, but I didn't know that our original Nintendo still existed. I literally found it on my childhood bedroom bed the other day. Oh wow! Shout out to my mom for not throwing it out.
Yes. That's beautiful. That's a beautiful thing.
That's a huge thing. But I'll bet you if she moved, it would be in the first dumpster back then.
Right.
That is a.
Well, we moved. What happened was we did move. We moved, and well, not only did we lose that, I lost my original 128K Mac that I turned to a 512E enhanced. I lost my, the first Newton by Apple. I lost my SE30, my SFX. Dude, I was going to gut them and put them on the wall.
Well,
and they were thrown away.
I have good news for you.
And the first laptop, the Apple laptop that was the size of a sewing machine,
right?
They threw that away.
I have really good news for you. It turns out they're not lost. They're just on eBay. Your movers took them. And
probably.
No, dude. They threw them. They threw them in the trash. They threw them. I put them on the corner outside the place where I had my studio. I put them on the corner on the ground. But I just had my knee surgery, so I had a knee replaced. I was in the house, and they came out and said, "Where's my stuff?" They go, "Oh, the trash you had there." I had no words. I had no word. I walked back inside. I did go buy a gun, but I said that's not the way. Violence is never the way. It's never the way.
Although when they throw out the original Mac, it might be the it might not be the way. It might not be. It might not be God's path, but it'll make you feel better.
Man, my 300 baud modem, my 1200 baud modem, my history.
I mean, you can't find a device today that goes like, beep 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 beep. Like,
and then your family knows you're online. Get offline. Exactly. You can't hide being online back in the day.
And, I mean, I was ready to sign off, but can we please touch on this for a minute? Do you remember the days that you'd be online and then some jackass in the other room would pick up the phone and
ruin everything and it disconnects.
Done. It's over.
Yep.
It's over. And
you had to tell the whole house. You had to tell the whole house.
Yep.
Don't use the phone. That's why I went on late at night. Everybody was asleep. I would go on, and then my wife would send my daughter down to the downstairs where I was at, and I said, "You got to go to bed." Mom said, "You got to go to bed." My daughter would come down. I said, "But I'm talking to somebody from Russia."
In the chat room.
That's before it was all MS-DOS. Yes, it was all DOS. There was no. That's before we had any kind of graphics, man.
This is before the AOL.
That's crazy.
Before the AOL 2.0.
That's right. And CompuServe, AOL and CompuServe.
Netscape.
And Sears
Prodigy.
had one with Sears. Delphi was from Sears.
Unreal. I mean, I remember those days.
Man.
You almost wanted to go disconnect all the other phones so nobody could pick them up on you,
Yes.
Take off the handsets.
I did, bro. I did. Plugging from the wall.
And it's funny because that's what I'm saying. But this was at a time when it was too expensive to get like a second phone line just for the internet. Like, who would even think?
Oh, no. Oh, brother man. I had an ISDN line. Hold up. My son said I had an ISDN line and wireless T1. Oh.
Wireless T1?
Oh. Wireless T1, because I couldn't get T1 in my area, and the guy says, "We have wireless T1. If you clear this tree, I cut this tree down so I could get the signal
over
to go to my house." I had wireless T1. Yes.
Wow.
From point to point, from a tower to
so it was
tower.
RF.
And then, then AT&T, they were trying to put fiber channel in the neighborhood. They said, "Well, we can put the equipment in your barn. We'll let people buy it from your area." Man, come on.
What?
Come on, man.
So you were serving the neighborhood. Serving the neighborhood with Wi-Fi. You were a hero.
Dude, my son, I had routers in my dining room, bro. Come on, man.
You were
everywhere.
literally.
I just remember cables just hanging from the ceiling.
You can pull a cable down and hook up because I had to step in the attic.
Here we are 5 minutes ago. We're 5 minutes ago. We're talking about superheroes. I mean, you're a real life superhero right here. You were serving the neighborhood.
Yes.
You were serving the neighborhood.
Right.
Yes.
With data.
Yes.
Take my data.
Yep.
My son,
let me feed you.
My son has speeds. When they gamed at my house, look, we went through that point. Remember, Royce, we built our own PCs for gaming. My son took me, we made the list. We had like 3 or 4 of them. Royce, they put them, dude, they would get hot. They would be in their t-shirts. They'd be in there like almost in little gym trunks and t-shirts. We had a room dedicated to gaming. I had to put one of the air conditioners, the Fujitsu air conditioner you put in the wall. I had to put it in that room because they were in there sweating to death, man, off the big screens.
That one right there.
Wow.
There it is. There it is.
This is the room.
Wow.
This is the room.
Yes.
The little split level. You know what's great too?
Yeah, man.
When they find the cancer that we're all gonna get from the radiation from all the devices, you guys could be in that first test group. It's almost a guarantee.
Yeah, we could.
With the test group.
So
really
it's like,
good.
Look at my hair. My hair turned colors.
I don't think that has anything to do with the technology. I don't think that's related. I think that's a little something else. Look, I got.
Hey, you want to have a good read?
I got a haircut.
You want to have
today.
a good read? Go online.
I got a haircut today. Look.
Hey, I like that. I like that, man.
Shout out.
Go get it. If you want a good read, do this. Oh, go ahead, get a shout out.
Oh no, shout out to Mike Viv, baby, taking care of me.
Oh, okay. So if you want to have a good read, go get the report when AT&T asked one of their engineers that would a cellular phone be detrimental, would it hurt our health? And his first report is 300 pages long, saying everything they would do to us. And AT&T said, "We didn't ask you that." He said, "What? We didn't ask you that." He had to write another report. So he put this report online. He said everything that it would do to us by having the phone up to your ear.
And then they redacted it, and like it never happened.
It was,
Right.
no, they redacted. They said, "We didn't ask you that." He had to write a new report. He said, "I don't understand." He said, "We didn't ask you that."
That should be a good episode topic, especially with 5G coming up.
Yes.
Talking about that.
You know what? And now Royce knows 5G. They're talking about, dude, this stuff is so radio. Dude, it's one of the worst things ever. What neighborhoods they're gonna put them in? Dude, this 5G, and they can go, "Oh no, it's good." No, it's not. But then again, I want that speed so bad. I'm already 63. I'm gonna die pretty soon. I'll get it.
Yeah, no doubt. Actually, if you go on LiveU's Facebook page, I interviewed the guy from AT&T about 5G at this year's NAB.
Uh-huh.
So that's buried there.
Wait, we talked about it. That's right. We were there.
It's buried
yeah,
there
we were
somewhere.
there. You're right.
I'm sure I could find it. But it's there. It's out there. That happened. So there you go. All right. Well, that's it. It's almost midnight. It's time for us to get out of here. Royce, we finally got you. Thanks for coming on.
Finally did it. Sorry
and
it was under these circumstances.
Oh, well, listen. And of course, thank you, live stream. And of course, final funny story of the night. Sinbad sends a text earlier and says, "Hey, who's our guest tonight?" And I had to break him the bad news.
Yes.
Right.
But
he said, "Man," he says, a talented guy, a multi guy that you know.
I said,
him.
"You might have heard
And
him.
I said,
He's doing big things." That's what I said.
I said, "Oh God, man!" Then I saw you coming from the bedroom, Royce. I wasn't sure it was you until you left me. You set my camera up, and then you ran. Then you ran in the bedroom.
Well, the good news is, with all the technical problems we had tonight, your camera was not one of them. For once, we had no problem.
I know.
Exactly.
And then what? My camera. Royce set up. Royce got me. Oh, dude, I wish you could see this, man. This thing is so hooked up. What Royce got, man. We got arms holding them up, dude. He's bad. I keep saying my son's company should have been called Renaissance Man. I just froze as I said that. I was so excited. Did you see the hand? It froze out. It froze out like this. My hand froze. It froze like that. It was so good, man.
You are unfrozen.
He's Renaissance man. He's a Renaissance. Read up on Roro Beckley. You need to put in your bio, Royce, everything: film school, audio engineering, ex-rapper, everything that you went through that added to where you are right now.
I mean, everything's in there except being
the
an
ex-rapper. Yeah.
I left that part out.
You got to put that, man.
I had a feeling you reached the character limit maximum, and that had to go.
I was like, let me just delete that one.
Well, Royce, thank you for coming on, man. And I have a strong feeling that you're gonna be back. I have a strong feeling. Call it a hunch.
Yeah, man. No, this has been fun. This has been fun. I appreciate it.
That's it, man.
Look, man.
Everyone.
Look what you did. Look what you did for us.
Biopunks right there.
Man, get the biopunks. Now I'm gonna tell you something, Royce. Something good just happened from us being on here, Jace. What just happened is a guy I've been looking, Earthfan Merchant, was so far ahead with people with motion capture and having a little studio in Burbank. He just hit me up on a message. Royce, I got to take you to his studio because you're old enough now to see what this guy's doing. Virtual production, motion capture. We gotta go by his place. He's in Burbank, Royce. It's gonna blow your mind.
There it is.
Oh, dope. I'm down. I am down.
Yes.
That's why we do what we do here.
We need to bring him on. Jace, we got to bring him on. We got to bring him on. Hey, man, you listening? Earthfan, we got to bring you on. He just sent me a picture, man. Earthfan, we got to bring you on, bro. We're going to bring you on, man, if you listening, brother.
2 weeks.
Okay?
2 weeks.
He look at, call me, man. Hey, Earthfan, call me in 15 minutes, man.
Signing off, baby.
He sent a video, Royce. You got to look at, all right, we signing off, man.
We're out.
All right,
Right
yo.
on. Peace.
Next week.